Yes, people, how we doing, man? We've got obviously a live updates from the Kronkes. Josh Kronke is responding to the fans, and obviously we're at the sector where we are talking about what the fans' responses from the questions that the fans are asking him. So this is going to be a good one. Obviously, get your thoughts in below as well. At the moment, there's a massive one. Obviously, AV, the decision was a disgrace for the ESL, removed the sporting. And AK, obviously, do you not understand English football? You do not interact with fans. You have no clue. English football is clearly not for you. You should leave. The man told them to piss off. The man told the Cronkies to their face to do one. He's talking for the fans, people. That's Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Just a technical glitch. But he basically told them to piss off. That's what we want to see, people. We want the Cronkies gone. We want the Cronkies gone. And I don't even think he's going to absolutely... I don't even know. Asia, do you agree with the suggestion of fan representation on the board? JK, I believe in it. This has been an educational power of Arsenal fans. Have they kicked AK out of the Zoom call? They must have got the lawyers involved. They must have told him, you ain't allowed here. That was not approved by our lawyers. Piss off. Josh Kronke, you pussy-o. You should have answered the question. You would have got a lot more respect from the fan base for answering that question. You pussy. You absolute dickhead. Yeah? You don't know what it means to us. You don't understand what that decision meant to the fan base. You don't get it. And you know what, AK, man, I applaud you. Because what you did right there is told him to his face exactly what he needed to hear. Obviously, people do subscribe and like. I will be keeping everyone up to date of everything that is going on. This is a record high for myself. I've got so many people watching. Do give me a follow. I am trying to keep you all up to date on Twitter, on this as well. I'm going to be streaming all of this as well. So please, people, bear with me as updates come through. We will be speaking about them all. Yes, big up to yourself, Talking Barca as well, man. Hope you're doing well. Obviously, this was an unplanned stream. I just thought I'd stream just to keep people up to date on everything that's going on. Currently, Asia, do you agree with the suggestion of fan representation on the board? And then Josh Kronke obviously responding, I believe in it. This has been an education of power of Arsenal fans. So this suggests to me that, good afternoon, Souls. You couldn't write this. Jean Laporte, we have a position of caution. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep it to Arsenal related, obviously, just because this is going to be in a forum update only. So if the comments are related, I will answer them. Sorry, I'm having some technical glitches, but obviously this is going to be constantly. I'm going to be updating you as the panel comes through, as quotes come through, as Josh Kronke essentially kind of answers the questions for us. Obviously, bear with me. I am waiting for updates to come through and everything, so do bear with me on that. I will obviously keep everyone up to date as much as I possibly can in regards to what is going on. Obviously, if you guys can hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, it does massively help. And yeah, I will do everything I can to keep you up to date with everything. What's your opinion so far and what is going on? It's not being streamed. It's just certain people are able to access at the moment. I've not been able to find anything that I can share, but I will keep you guys up to date. So it's big up. I think Kronke is sell up and Sky is one of the big six clubs. What's his stand on leaving the fuck out? Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know because he's seemingly saying everything but, basically leaving. So I'm actually not entirely sure what the stance is at the moment. It doesn't seem like he's going anywhere. We're going to have the Cronkies at least till the summer, I believe, because he has come out and said... I believe so. Basically, he was asked about board representation and whether he can have fans. No problem at all, man. I hope you guys, if you can, help me out with a subscribe and do like and share the stream. Obviously, I will try and keep you guys up to date, give you a running commentary of everything I'm getting told. So thank you very much, everyone. The fans have pushed him out. Otherwise, he's not leaving. So are you Laporta out? Not at the minute. But obviously, right now we're talking about the Cronkies. I will do a whole thing on Laporta later. But at the moment, yeah, this is sick, man. This is absolutely amazing. About 30 seconds ago, RH, do you believe the damage is repairable, or will KSE be looking to sell their shares in Arsenal? Now we're getting into the juicy bits, people. Now, obviously, someone has simply asked them whether they're going to be selling their shares that they own in Arsenal Football Club. Now, this is obviously what we want to hear. I'm intrigued to see whether this is something they'll be looking to do, whether they are going to look to sell. And who are they? So RH asked another question. Obviously, the whole debacle reflects badly on the KSE. Do you consider yourselves a proper custodian of our club who can lead us forward? And obviously, as RKSC fully aware of the vast majority of fans do not believe you are fit to be the owners of the club. They are getting very much so grilled in this one, and I think they expected this. Now, what will come of it, I'm not sure. I don't know how much can be done by the fans. And obviously, a lot of people in the comments saying, yeah, I hope so too. You protesting tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't live near the stadium, but I know a lot of people who are going, and I will try and keep you guys up to date with the protests as well. And yeah, I've got people going, and I'll try and do a live stream from them. I'll send them a link, and hopefully we can live stream and react together to what is going on. So obviously, the updates are going to come slowly as quotes come through from different people. And yeah, they've been basically the most recent question that they've been asked is about whether they'll sell their shares, whether they will, whether, you know, they believe they can lead us forward. A lot of questions running into them, and it is brilliant to see. Obviously, people, if you are on the YouTube, it'll be massively appreciated if you can help me, support me, subscribe, and I will open the lines once updates are coming through, once they flow through, and it would be massively appreciated if you can hit that subscribe button, people. I'm aiming for 150. I'm not far off, and every single support would help me massively. That move was being made so fans can't have a say. It's a joke that not all of us fans can't access. Yeah, 100%. And I think it's a disgrace because quotes can be manipulated. They could be given access to certain people only. And it is a joke. And obviously, Josh Kronke here, we will rebuild. We believe we are fit to go forward with Arsenal Football Club. We were put in a difficult situation by sources outside of the club. Obviously, no one knows really what the hell they're fucking talking about there. So, yeah, well, we'll see. Obviously, they believe they can rebuild the trust of the fans. They obviously, Josh Kronke coming out and saying, just for people who haven't heard, we will rebuild. We believe we are fit to go forward with Arsenal Football Club. We were put in a difficult situation by sources outside of the club. Now, obviously, what that means, I actually have no idea. Obviously, here it's a joke. Not all, yeah. Do not bottle it like the Spurs one. Hopefully not. Souls, you will be happy if a Saudi owner buys Arsenal. It's not about who comes and buys it. I just want a proper owner who's willing to do what's right for Arsenal Football Club. It's not about, would I like a certain owner? It's about understanding how we need to move forward and having an owner who knows football, basically, who isn't going to put us into situations where we don't know what's going on ourselves. So, and I think this is kind of a closed meeting where people who have been invited onto a Zoom call are the only ones who have access. So obviously I am following multiple pages, and I'll keep you as up to date as possible. If people, obviously I've got 11 people watching on YouTube. If you can hit that like button, if you can smash that subscribe button for us, it does massively help people. Obviously I will keep you up to date as much as I possibly can. And obviously get your thoughts in as well. As there's a little break in quotes, I will try and pop them up. This whole problem of the Kronkes believe nobody else does, and that's it really, Assemble. You guys should have let Usmanov run you. Yeah, but he didn't want to sell. He offered nearly 3 to 4 billion for the shares, but they didn't want to sell. I think they are somehow going to spin this into a fan forum as a PR stunt in their favour. Fans have to stand united, whatever they answer, 100%. And that's I think the fear of Arsenal fans not invited to the fan forum. At the moment, they're looking like they're getting grilled and they have no answers. So it's all good for now. But obviously, time will tell what goes on. at the moment, they haven't really been able to. They kind of just dodged every question possible, and obviously, yeah, they've not really said anything convincingly that makes anyone think that they know what they're talking about. It seems like pre-planned and pre-ambitated answers, and at the moment, obviously, nothing from them believing the rebuild. Obviously, I'm guessing they're going to ask someone else a question, and we will soon find out what's going on. But what are your thoughts? Obviously, what if you could, obviously, just to ask the people who are watching, if you could ask Kronke's one question, what would it be? If you want to ask them a question, I just want to beat the shit out of them, really. I don't really want to ask him anything. So obviously, if you have got a question you would love to ask the Kronkes, what would it be? Get them in the comments, and I'll see what they are, and just intrigued what you would ask if you had the opportunity to ask a question to the Kronkes. Shiv Parak saying, let's get our football club back 100%. Souls love my G. As Talk FCB said, it's so happy that Florentino Perez little plan got shut down. I'll tell the Kronke stuff. I think we all want to tell them to. They're going to ride this out. Don't forget what they tried to do. Bully them out of our club 100%, man. People are not happy with the Kronkes right now. And obviously, I will be bringing you updates as quick as they come out. Obviously, a new quote coming out. You said someone asked you have betrayed our trust, but let me be very clear. We have never trusted you or the KSC. How will you improve your relationship with the fans? Josh Kronke responding, I want to get back to London. I want to do this. I am aware we never had trust. We need to build a bridge. We will. We don't give a fuck, mate. You've destroyed everything at this club. We ain't gonna trust you for a minute. You can keep saying what you want. You can turn up to London. You're getting egged, fam. I'm telling you, fam. We don't care what you have to say. You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead. That's what you are. Absolutely destroying the football club. Not asking the fans in the first place. What do you think the fans were going to respond? Obviously, people who didn't hear what obviously the new sort of question that came out, it was basically someone asked them how they will be, let me get through a few comments. These are the people who sacked Gunnosaurus exactly. RJ, big up yourself, man. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Kronke's out protest Friday, 6 o'clock. Be there if you can. Regardless of what happens today, this protest is going ahead. I know so many people who don't even care what's happening. It'll be at Emirates, 6 o'clock. Be there if you can. Obviously, if you live close by, don't forget, follow the pandemic rules. Obviously, don't be a dickhead. And I'll ask the Kronkes to F off and give Laporta the presidency. It'll be at the Emirates 100% now. Obviously, people, if you are new to my channel, do subscribe. I do a lot of Arsenal content. I'll be keeping people up to date. And also, if you can, give me a follow on Twitter at Let's Debate Footy. Obviously, the @ is there. I am keeping people up to date as much as I possibly can on my Twitter as well. So it'll be much, much appreciated, people. Sorry if I don't get to the comments quick enough. I'm obviously just keeping an eye out on all of the updates that are coming in. So someone asked, when will the next Super League invite come along? What will you do differently? Josh Kronke, we will consult with the fans. Confidentiality makes it complicated, but we would gather more info if it came around again. So they have not shut this story down. They still believe the football Super League will still take place. They haven't shut the idea down, which is quite an interesting one. But I applaud their honesty, really. And obviously, I'll just get through a few comments just before the next update. Okay, someone's already asked a question saying, wasted question, fuck's sakes, we have 5 minutes left here. Oh my God, they've only got 5 minutes to ask questions. To be fair, the people who did ask questions, you know what? They've done brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly. People, if you can, please subscribe. I know I'm asking a lot, but I am trying to work hard on getting updates for people. And I really hope, obviously, people can subscribe and help me out. That would be massively appreciated. There's a lot of, obviously, things that go behind the background to work hard on this. So, let's just get a few. The way that he's been answering questions, he wants to keep the business, doesn't care about the club at all. The questioning, being quite careful, continue grilling the pricks, 100%. Where are the Kronkes? Guaranteed they're not in London. They're not at the moment, but apparently Josh Kronke is going to come and rebuild the relationship. So that'll be an interesting one. Obviously, Mr. Silver Fox, yeah, big up yourself as well. Is De Gonte really going to try and buy Arsenal? I mean, he supposedly did say 2021 is the year he'll look to take over Arsenal. And as you know it, we're in the 2021. So there's big possibilities for that happening. Obviously, thank you everyone who is watching. You know, the support is incredible. 21 people. I did say, obviously, I'll do a live stream earlier if I can get updates on this. And obviously, I have managed to find a reliable source of stream coming in about what is going on. In this whole sort of Super League. Josh Kronke confirms that KSE will be covering all outside costs related to the European Super League. Vinay coming out and saying this is nowhere near £8 million mentioned. So they are taking the responsibility and the hit financially on themselves, which they flipping should be doing. They shouldn't be swindling their way out of this one and taking more money from the fans and especially Arsenal Football Club. The latest on that is obviously Josh Kronke has then reiterated that he will be obviously covering all the costs for the European Super League. Let me just quickly get into some. If we unite together, we can force them. It's exactly how we've done the Super League. Do you think De Gonte will try and buy it? So it depends on what kind of price we're looking at. And Kartik, I'm sorry, there isn't actually a link for this. I said on Twitter earlier, what I will try and do if I can get updates is do a stream where I give you the running commentary of everything that's going on. There actually isn't a link that you can go to watch this. It's just trying to find updates where you can, and obviously if even if you want just an update on tweets, obviously just follow my Twitter. I'm updating it as we speak, and obviously that will be the way to get your updated news. Souls Hope Laporta owns Barca and Arsenal. You can't, you can only be a president at in Spanish clubs. And in terms of Arsenal, I don't even think he's got enough money to buy him. You need to be a multi-billionaire, and unfortunately, he's not going to have that kind of money. That's just the way the cookie crumbles in that one. As much as I'd like it, as much as I would, I don't mind Laporta too much, to be honest. I don't think he's that bad. But obviously, it's what it is. Obviously, if you haven't already, if you can hit that subscribe button, it would be massively appreciated. What would be the ballpark figure on the price if they sell? Reportedly about £4 to £5 billion. If you think about him buying Usmanov shares, it was... Usmanov got paid about $3 billion. It was reported. So obviously, if they're looking to sell, that would be obviously the new kind of figure. That would be the figure obviously that we can go off of, because the shares are private. It's a little bit difficult to kind of give you a ballpark figure. So yeah, I mean, obviously, what I will do once this sort of fully is finished, I will then open the lines for people to have their say on the situation. It will be a quick one. It won't be too long, but I will try and get people's opinions. Okay, so a fan has asked, how will the club ensure they can rebuild relationship with other clubs? Vinay, the wet wipe, we made a terrible decision now. We need to make good ones. I have been in touch with other 14 Premier League clubs to apologize for our part in this. We are working here to rebuild our relationship. Yeah, and so yeah, that's obviously the recent update. Obviously, someone asking them about how they're going to rebuild the relationship with the fans, with the other clubs, or the other 14 clubs outside of the big six who did obviously accept the invitation into this European Super League, and obviously their response is it was a terrible decision. Obviously, Vina has been in contact with a lot of the other 14 teams, and he's trying to rebuild all of this as well. Obviously, he is Wrighty really going to be in the protest? Apparently, Jack Wilshere will be. I'm not sure about Ian Wright. Obviously, but we'll see what happens with Wrighty. And Shipper saying De Gonte is worth $11.5 billion richer than Kroenke. He's $6 billion dollars richer, I believe, than the Kroenkes. These KC publicity stunts, these leads will happen. The objection will be looked at and made more palatable. Once UEFA and FIFA get their cut, it will happen. Yeah, man, Fina is a wet wipe, man. Honestly, the guy's such a beg. I don't even get it, man. You're at one of the most powerful clubs in the club, and you're there calling people like fuck off, you wet wipe. Just be a bit more powerful, man. Be a bit more stern about what you're doing. Um, but hey, I'm not gonna sit here and bash him all stream. It's just I could do that anyway. But in terms, there are no current updates. Obviously, they did report there would be another 5 minutes, and Arsenal need Drogba, but isn't like Drogba's too old, fam. Wright and Jack will be there according to Ship. I know Jack Wilshere was meant to be there, and I know Ian Wright will probably more than likely, especially with everything he said on social media. Obviously, there is an update. FK self-sustainability is not working. How will you be investing? And if not, when will you be selling AFC, Arsenal Football Club? We have big plans to invest. We have plans. We want to be great again. But long-term model does not work. Support long-term, high investment, no intention of selling. Right, I'll go through that again, make more sense of it in a second. Okay, so someone asked them the question, self-sustainability is not working. How will you be investing? And if not, when will you be selling Arsenal Football Club? And obviously, Josh Kronke's response to this question was, we have big plans to invest. We have plans. We want to be great again. But long-term model does not support long-term high investment. No intentions of selling. Wow. According to AFT Media. Yes, I mean, it's reliable enough because I know Ian Wright and Jack both are very close to AFTV. How do we watch the fan forum? It should be live for the fan. It's a fans forum that we can't watch, unfortunately. Yes, DC, I hope you're doing well. Will this be a social? It has to be. You still have to comply with the laws. Don't be silly about it. Obviously, do socially distance, or keep within your support bubbles, I guess. And do you think you can repair the damage? I think it's too much water under the bridge. Yeah, I don't really see this being repaired, personally. I can't see them repairing this situation. It's gonna be quite a fun one to see how they do it. So I'll be quite intrigued to see. Obviously, there are 27 people watching. If you can help me out with that subscribe button, I will be keeping people up to date with everything Arsenal. So please do subscribe. And I'm sorry I can't bring you an actual live stream into obviously the fans forum. Josh Kronke used the COVID-19, the recent KSE, haven't been able to engage with fans. It's a joke. All the fans need to stop buying tickets. 100%. Do you think Stan will ever show his face again? I mean, he didn't even show it today. I don't see Stan. Stan's a pussy old man, honestly. If he was going to turn up today, would have been the perfect time for him to do so, but he hasn't done that. So I don't see it happening personally. I don't know if he will ever show, because he has always kind of said he doesn't really give a shit about Arsenal. Then he passed on the responsibility in the operations to Josh, and I think this is just going to be Josh's project really, and prove to the dad obviously on basically he can run the Rams, and I think that's what it is. And I think this is just this pet project to kind of get into there. I'm on 122 subscribers, so thank you for people who are subscribing. If we can we get another 8 subscribers just to get me to 130 by the end of this stream? It will be massively, massively appreciated, people. A shout out, shout out to yourself as well, man. Always supporting. Glad to have you on, Mr. Stan. Yeah, 100%. He's a pussy-o. That's what we call him, mate. We call him a pussy-o. He got his son to do it. He's right. Yeah, he is, man. He's a fucking dickhead. Who sends their son after a backlash? You wanted to pocket the money really quickly, but as soon as it came to backlash, nope. Josh Kronke has reported, it's been a crazy week. We have not represented the club well. We have learned. I mean, you said this bullshit before, mate. You said you've learned before. It's been 15 years, you dickhead, and you still ain't learned anything. How can we trust anything you say? The thing is, right, like a part of me wants to trust them because I'm like, all right, fair enough, they mess up. Everyone messes up. It's humans that mess up. But this, you taking the piss, fam. Oh, it's been a crazy week. We have not represented the club well. We have learned. No, you haven't. You haven't learned for 15 years. Stop fucking around with our emotions. Stop fucking around with this and just admit you messed up. It's not hard. It's not hard to come out and just say, look, we didn't ask the fans. We don't represent the club, etc., etc. And you know what they should be saying? The fans are going to have more of a say. They should be giving the power back to the fans. That's what my belief is. But everything they're saying is absolutely ludicrous. You know, this would have been such an easy thing to solve. All they needed to do to begin with was bring the fans in. All they needed to do was ask the fans what they think is going on. We have got 33 people watching. Obviously, please do hit that subscribe button if you can. It does massively help me out. 124, 6 to go, people. Can we do it? Can we get to 100 and 130 by the end of the stream? And at the minute, it does look like it's going to be coming to an end with the comments he's kind of making. Meeting over. Margonella has committed to getting the minutes published on Arsenal.com ASAP within 24 hours. Some excellent questions, obviously, were asked. So, officially, the meeting is over. What did you make of it? What did you make of the meeting, people? What are your thoughts about this whole stupid, fucking waste man thing? Obviously, what I'll do is, as the meeting is over, I will obviously, Arsenal Twitter's gone on a madness after that. No one gives a shit what's going on there. Get your thoughts in. Obviously, I will try and recap and go through the major key points of everything that's going on. But before I do that, I will get to some comments. Chris, the idea is that he doesn't show his face, just making money, silent stand by nature. That's what he's known as. And he bought the club to run down the middle. Success is too expensive. So is relegation. Yeah, he just wants us to be a mid-table club. We need our Arsenal back 100%, unless you're there. Athava, I do apologize if I mispronounce names. Fuck Kronke, man. He's a disgusting man. Needs to literally man up. What's the plan going forward if they do decide to sell? They're not. That's the funny thing. They're not looking to sell. They've got no intentions of selling this football club. What they have said, Alicia, is that they want to. Josh Kronke himself is going to be more involved in the club, and he's making his way into Arsenal and into London, and he's going to be involved in that sense. You're 6 away from 150. Hopefully you get there, man. Did he say he's not looking? Yeah, he said it multiple times. He's not looking to sell Arsenal Football Club. So that dream of that is going to be down the drain. This hashtag Kronke movement needs to be strong until he sells. The thing is, obviously, the only thing I can say is don't be discouraged. Just keep doing what you need to do. And I don't believe them. I mean, honestly, I don't believe a word they say. I think if the pressure is too much and we go into these stadiums, filling them, and obviously just keeping the pressure on, we will see massive results in that. 5 away from the 130 people. Can we do it this stream? What I will do is I'll pop it into the StreamYard link if you guys want to come on and have your say. Where you're watching this, unfortunately, hasn't been streamed. So I've been following numerous sources that I know and people that I've gotten in contact with, just to kind of keep me up to date about everything that is going on. So you can't actually watch this, but Arsenal.com will have the entire transcript within the next 24 hours. Yes, talking Barca. Where did you watch that? No, it's just transcripts that I've been reading upon people that I know. Just PR stunt. Revealed nothing. Exactly. It was all shit. Don't believe them one bit. I trust me, I don't. Not right fit for Arsenal at all. Usmanov would have led us to glory. Yeah, he's leading Arsenal to Everton to glory. So yeah, no, I 100% agree. Trying to paper over the cracks, fixing false hopes, and the fans will see through this. We've heard it all before. Yeah, the famous saying, Kronke, be excited. We still ain't excited. What do you want us to be excited for sitting 10th since you said it? Oh, you signed Pepe. Well done, lad. Look at Everton exactly. They're above us as things stand. Exactly. Dagante is a hype man, in my opinion. This is the thing. I don't know. I don't care who the owner is. I just want someone who's involved in football, who understands football. Doesn't the we have made mistakes sound like Arteta? It's my fault excuse. I trust nothing at Arsenal. more of the same. No real information from where others other than we're sorry. Please keep forgiving us. Basically, yeah. And what I will do is I'll share my Twitter, just so obviously people can have a read of the tweets, and hopefully that that can help you guys have a little bit of a better understanding of what is going on. Obviously, what I'll do is I'll kind of go through the whole thing as well, and hopefully we can together kind of obviously have a better understanding of what's gone on. Obviously, if you are watching, if you can drop me a subscribe, that will be massively appreciated. I'm just trying to, yeah. So obviously, at the beginning, even billionaires have technical issues. Yeah, so I can use that excuse now, because if billionaires can have technical issues, so can a little man in Manchester. More of the same, no real information. Yep. Josh Beckrow for chairman. I'll have to look into him. I'm not 100% sure who he is. Probably the least. Dagante knows the offside rule. Kronke basically doesn't. I think he was the one that Sky outed about not even knowing basically what coloured shirt they wear. But obviously, what I'll do is I'll kind of run through and give my thoughts. Obviously, Vinay came out stars by welcoming the fans and meeting and apologizing for the fans' action to the fans, sorry, for the actions of the club. And then Vinay, obviously, we're really sorry for Arsenal's part in a difficult week for football. Vinay, Arsenal Football Club, not the authors of this proposal, despite what many think. On this project, the train was leaving the station. We made the decision to join. We made a bad decision, a terrible one, trying to play to the hearts of the nation here. Vinay saying, those who know me know I care about this club. It was really tough. We have to repair. We made mistakes. And then this is obviously Josh Kronke's opening statement. I'm here to talk. I'm here today to talk, and I echo Vinay's comments. Leadership is about recognizing when you are wrong, correcting and apologizing. Mate, you've been doing this for 15 years, so I don't really believe a word of what this bullshit you're talking about. So, he can keep saying that if he wants. And obviously, when we kind of move forward from there, Josh Kronke then says, we asked ourselves, what is worse, European Super League or European Super League without Arsenal? Also asked ourselves, what do the fans want? Did you ask us what we wanted? No, so fuck off with that. The global fans want. We don't care about. It's not a global. People watch football because of what they get out of football. They don't watch it because of everyone else. The global fans want Arsenal Football Club versus Barcelona as often as possible. English fans want to see more big matches, but you still want your cold nights and Stoke. We got it wrong. Yes, you 100% did get it wrong. You do understand why the beauty of football is the beauty of football, because of the underdog stories. The likes of Stoke, the likes of Burnley, the likes of Sheffield, the likes of Leeds, who get promoted can come and compete with the big boys. That's what we like. Josh Kronke, reflections on Baku, team availability, location, more governance is required. Now, questions were obviously invited, and Achil, what a man this guy is. Obviously, Akil, first question, the decision was a disgrace. The English Super League removed all sporting merit. Do you not believe in it? Obviously, AV then goes and asks, are the fees due to the ESL or withdrawal? And will Kronke Sports and Entertainment cover these costs for Arsenal Football Club? Josh Kronke's response was, yes, we'll cover the costs. Do you not understand English football? Do you not interact with fans? Do you have no clue English football is clearly not for you? You should leave, basically. Obviously, someone else then got an opportunity to ask a question. Do you agree with the suggestion of fan representation on the board? I believe in it. This has been an education on the power of Arsenal fans. Someone else obviously said, do you believe the damage is repairable, or will Kronke Sports and Entertainment be looking to sell the club? This whole debacle reflects badly on Kronke Sports and Entertainment. Do you still consider yourself fit and proper custodian, should I say, sorry, of the club that can lead us forward? Are KSE fully aware of the vast majority of fans do not believe you are fit for the owners of the club? Josh Kronke will rebuild and believe will fit to go forward with Arsenal Football Club. We were put in a difficult situation by sources outside of the club. You said you have betrayed our trust, but let me be very clear. We have never trusted you or the KSE. How will you improve your relationship with the fans? And this is obviously where Josh Kronke kind of came out and said, I want to go back to London. I want to do this. I am aware we never had trust. We need to build the bridges, and we will. This is obviously all speaking from kind of a perspective of, we're not looking to sell. Whatever you guys are saying, we're not going to sell. And the thing is, I just want the fans to understand one thing. Do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged if you want to protest. Get your voices heard, because this is what the result of us speaking and having this fiasco on social media. This is what it's done, basically. It's gotten them riled, and you need to continue doing it. Obviously, someone asked, when the Super League invite comes along, what will you do differently? And this is crucial. This is what I've been trying to say to people. This has been suspended, not dissolved, nor have they signed any agreement. They can no longer be part of the Super League. Josh Kronke says, we will consult with fans. Confidentiality makes it complicated, but we would gather more information if it came around again. Basically, not shutting the idea of the Super League. One wasted question, F6. We have 5 minutes left here. JK because when they asked what they'll do differently, didn't even flip and answer the question. Vinay said this is nowhere near the 8 million apparently that they need to cover. I don't know what to make of that one. How will the club ensure they can rebuild relationship with other clubs? We made a terrible decision. We now look to make good ones. I have been in touch with the other 14 Premier League clubs to apologise for our part in this. We are working hard to rebuild the reputation. Fucking wet wipe. Self-sustainability is not working. How will you be investing? And if not, will you be selling? Josh Kronke says, we have big plans to invest. We have plans. We want to be a great again. But long-term models do not work and support long-term high investment. No intention of selling the club. Josh Kronke, it's been a crazy week. We have not represented the club well. We have learned. And then obviously the meeting was over. Obviously, for people who didn't know, obviously that was just a transcript and kind of everything that we are looking at. Probably at least Agonte knows the offside rule. They have no intention of selling the club. Obviously, they want to suck the club dry. Only hope is that someone like Agonte comes and pays a high price. Josh Kronke has revealed who actually is doing the transfers. Edu has the job, but he doesn't have the final decision. The Kronkes control everything. Thank you very much. And Kronkes have never had relationship with the fans. Why is Josh Kronke speaking in third person? I couldn't tell you, mate. I actually don't know. But yeah, no, obviously that is obviously everything that has obviously come out. And, it's a madness, really. It is a madness. It's, it really is. And I don't even know what to make of it, because, it is a weird one, because we didn't really get answers. We got more questions than answers at the moment. I'm not even sure what to kind of make of this whole meeting. And hopefully, so the sort of takeaways that for me anyway are, Josh Kronke wants to rebuild the relationship with the club. So that's quite a good one. But what I'll do is I will pop the StreamYard invitation for the next sort of 20 minutes. I'll get people on. We can have a little discussion if people want to join. But please keep it on topic. If it is, if it's off topic, I'll just kick you out, because I do want to keep it about this. I don't really want to be talking about anything different. So if people do want to have their say, come and have their say, basically. It's just going to be an open call invitation. Obviously, if you guys can, if you can hit that subscribe button, I'm 5 away from 130. It'd be massively appreciated if I can help and hit that. The thing is, right, like I think people could have asked a bit more harsher questions, so if anyone wants to join, obviously the StreamYard link is there. Actually, what I'll do is I will, yeah, it's there if anyone wants to join and have their say. So I'm just going to put a quick tweet out as well, just to see if anyone wants to come in. And but yeah, no, I mean, some of them did put the pressure on. I can't even say. What is so what is everyone's thoughts on the whole situation? Got our first caller here. Let's. Oh no, he's gone. Okay, we did have our first caller, I should say. But anyone who does want to join, 100% you're free to join. Obviously, like I said, just keep it on topic. That way, we can have a good conversation about the fan forum and what we thought about this madness. Absolutely, completely nonsense. Yeah, I don't even think anyone had any answers really. But obviously, what I'll do is I've tweeted it out as well. So if anyone wants to join the StreamYard link and have a quick conversation, or even just vent your frustration out, it'd be more than appreciated if you do want to come on. If not, obviously, I'll be wrapping things up in about sort of the 20-ish minute mark, in about 20 minutes. So obviously, anyone can join. Everyone can see it, but powerless to stop it. 100%. That's the thing. Donkey Kronke. 100%, man. No, 100%. And that's it, really. And it's a bit funny that. No, the thing is, right? I don't even. It was disappointing. I would have thought we would have got better questions or at least better statements out of these guys. So, it is a bit weird. It's a bit of a strange one, about just everything really in it. So what I'll do is, if obviously people do join, I'll continue going if anyone wants to obviously join in, and I'll try and get people on. But what's everyone's sort of opinions on that? All random things. I mean, you can check my Twitter out if you really want to. I've got the whole kind of transcript on there, and actually, I think there is a link actually where you can go and have your say. I will try and find it actually. 1 second. I will need to just double check. Yeah, you can go on here. Actually, I'll send the link to you guys where you can. You won't be able to watch it, unfortunately. That's the one thing I was trying to look for a while. Where we can. How many people do you think will turn up for the protest? I have no idea. I genuinely have zero idea about how many people would genuinely turn up. Just because you can never be too sure, because this sort of stuff was done in the past, and now obviously Josh Kronke's had his say on the entire situation, so it's going to be a very difficult one to kind of understand how many people will turn up, because last time they were meant to do at the kit launch, and obviously it is what it is, I guess. I don't. I hope at least 100. Like, I want at least a couple of hundred people to. I want there to be noise. If we're looking on Twitter, it seems like there's going to be a lot of people turning up. So yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. It's always going to be. So's their businessmen. You're never going to get any form of sense of them. They'll use a lot of words, but say nothing. Um, Obviously, I have got a guest on. Obviously, people already know we've got Niall. I don't know if you were following the entire fan forum or not. If not, obviously, I was tweeting all of them, all the quotes. I finally found somewhere where I could actually go on to, and yes, keeping people up to date. What are your initial thoughts on the whole thing?
Well, I followed it off from your tweets. Basically, I was just like, nah, I'm invested because the thing for me is, and as you know, on the channel that we have, we're invested in getting these owners out now. I'm not a fan of a top six club, but I'm as invested as anyone else at getting the Kronkes out, getting FSG out, getting the Glazers out, because they're ruining English football. And I'm viewing it from a perspective of, this is English football. This is what I was born. This is what I was raised into. It's just words. It's just words. Look, Sauce, I could punch you in the face and then be like, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. And this is how I'm going to help improve. But it's just words. Actions mean so much more than words. I mean, one of her tweets was about investment, wasn't it? And about how there's going to be big investment. You haven't done that in your entire time at Arsenal Football Club. What big investment are you going to do? I can do a big investment in the toilet. Like, that's about as good as what Arsenal can do. Like, the Kronkes are so... They're just doing it for PR. I saw your tweet, or you even told me about how Kronke didn't buy this to win trophies. Well, why did you buy it then? Why did you buy Arsenal Football Club? Because when I was a kid, right, I remember Wenger Fergie. I remember Arsenal fighting, being this elite club, acting like an elite club. They don't anymore. It's meaningless. It's just words, and I just don't understand. Like, I hope no Arsenal fans looking at that going, we've got it, boys. We're doing a good job. Like, they're understanding, because it's bullshit. Like, they're just all as bad as each other. Like, Kronke, Stan Kronke, Josh Kronke. Like, yeah, I get that your son's running the football side of your company. You're the one that's a vice chairman of this shit. Like, you're the one who put your name on it. Come face the music yourself. Don't go bottling it and sending your kid to go fight your battles. Do you know how pathetic that looks? Sorry, I'm too weak to do it, so I'm just going to go send my kid to face the music. Like, what sort of crap is that? Like, that's like a parent just going out on the street, assaulting someone, and then sending their kid to go face the music. Like, grow up. You're the owner of Arsenal Football Club. Be responsible. Take the crap that you're going to get. And rightly so. They should get crap for what they tried doing. Like, it's a disgrace. I just... Ugh, sickens me.
That's what you look like.
Wow.
Man's a billionaire. He couldn't even get a trim, fam.
That's Josh Kronke.
Yeah.
Jesus, his dad must be in a grave.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it, man? Flipping hell.
Jesus, what's he been doing all night? Sniffing cocaine and marijuana? That guy clearly has had a night of partying, has just woken up and dragged himself out of bed. Like, you're representing Arsenal Football Club, and you're looking like that. Now, I don't normally judge people on their appearances, but you're running Arsenal Football Club.
Man looks like the Poundland Jack Dorsey.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. It's bad. Like, oh my, that's horrific.
Oh my God. Oh my days, man.
I've seen some things in my life, but that's apparent. Oh my God. Nah.
Oh, honestly.
That's disgraceful. But now,
how are you a multi-billionaire and looking like that? Like, and you just rocked up like, oh, we care. You could have at least had a shower, mate.
My favorite quote was, "You said you betrayed our trust, but let me be very clear: we have never trusted you." Or I presume that means, who's KSE?
Kronke Sporting Entertainment. That's the.
Oh right, yeah. How will you try to improve your relationship with fans? I can help you with that one. Sell the club. Just sell the club, because it's the same with United and the Glazers. It's the same with Liverpool and FSG. It's the same with Arsenal and the Kroenkes. There is zero trust. How on earth are fans meant to trust them now when they've tried doing that? It's like, it's the biggest betrayal. Like, they didn't even ask you what your feelings were or your thoughts were on this. I mean, if they did, they wouldn't have done it, because they would have known what's going to happen. But it's just like, don't talk about trust and improving relationships and these open letters. Like, I'm sorry, but no, they're just words. I mean, I know John W. Henry did like a video. It's just words. Actions speak louder than words. But I also hope, because these owners, they're all going to have great summers, guys. All of them, right? They're going to go buy some good players for you. I promise you that. That's not making them change, right? You'll have one good summer. All of you will. Because they'll think, oh, if we go, for United, for example, if we go get Sancho, Rice, and Varane, oh, the fans will love us again. It'll be amazing. They'll love us so much. It'll be amazing. But then they'll go back to how they were literally about 6 months later.
100%. Obviously, we've got a Gunnar Sahal here. Yeah, how you doing, man? What do you make of this fan forum, if you even were able to keep up to date with it?
I honestly haven't been able to keep up with it, but I just assumed that they didn't really ask any proper questions. Have they asked any serious questions?
I mean, kind of, yeah. I mean, most of them just kind of asked them to basically sell the club more than they asked questions. They asked about how they're going to rebuild trust. Obviously, Josh Kronke saying he's going to basically reallocate to London. He's saying that there's going to be big investments coming in the summer, and yeah, I really don't know. It was just basically just PR, just the same generic answers we've always heard. But what do you make of this whole situation? And in your opinion, what can the Kroenkes do?
My opinion about the entire situation at Arsenal is that the Kroenkes should just sell the club. Like, they should just sell up and give up, because they clearly don't care about us enough. Like, we're just a penny. We're just basically nothing to them anyway. So I think the Kroenke selling us would be the best for everyone involved, because they clearly don't care about us. And even if they invest in the summer, that's only one summer, and you know what they're gonna do. They're not gonna get all the targets that we need, anyways. And maybe, hopefully, you know what? I was thinking, what is the government gonna do? If the government does the 50-1 rule, then you can convince me, let's keep Kronke, because I'd rather have that rule in place before a new owner comes in. Because imagine we have a new owner and he's the same as Kronke, then what? So I'd rather have that rule in place, and then we get rid of Kronke, or then we get a new owner in. Because if we get a new owner in, there's no guarantee that he will actually improve the club. He might improve the club slightly, but there's no guarantee he would invest in a squad year in, year out, and improve the squad.
What are your thoughts, Niall, on that one?
Yeah, no, I've always been a firm advocate for the 50+1 rule. I think fans need a greater say. I think football has lost what football's actually, who it's for. It's for the fans. It's not for Stan Kronke or the Glazers or FSG. It's for the fans, right? I mean, my club had a really horrific Japanese owner. Ended up us going into administration, getting a 12-point fine. FYI, if you lot aren't dealt with properly, I want them 12 points back. So that's my stipulation. If this is all just brushed under the carpet, gone, oh yeah, we'll just get a few chief execs sacked and all of that. I mean, Vinay has to go. He has to go, right? Bruce Buck has to go. Woodward is going, but have you seen what Woodward? Apparently, Woodward's left because United were going into the Super League. Yeah. UEFA president is directly calling him out as one of the snakes.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Basically, that's a lie. That's a lie because I read
yeah, of
stories
course it is.
early on the year that Ed Woodward was planning to leave under the new regime's change at United. So that's completely a lie. And
Mm,
I believe I'm not saying this in a way. I believe Ed Woodward was thrown under the bus to make the fans happy at
of
United.
course he was.
So I
Of course
believe he
he
was
was.
leaving already, and they just threw him under the bus when to keep the fans happy at United. And I think a similar thing will happen to Vinay. He'll be a scapegoat
Mm.
as well. So I think on Friday they will definitely fire him on Friday when around when we have a protest, they will definitely fire him or ask him to leave. So that's another thing
These
we
all
need to
just
consider that if Vinay, I know he's a part of the problem, but I don't think he is actually the issue. It's Kronke.
it's just scapegoats, isn't it? Everyone's looking for a scapegoat. Because if you find a scapegoat, right, then you can be like, problem solved. Look, it was them. They were the Ed Woodward was the ass. He was the one who did all this to you. We've done nothing wrong. We're violated because Ed Woodward did it. Right? But it's not Ed Woodward. He's following orders. Right? Because Ed Woodward has no control. He's a chief executive, right? The big man, the big bosses, they're the ones who did this. I mean, Glazer had his name directly under a statement, didn't he? So it's like, none. Yeah, sack a chief executive. I mean, I know United fans are absolutely buzzing the Woodward's gone. But as Neville said, that was the trunk of the tree gone. That's part of a tree, right? Go get the roots next, and the roots are the owners, right? Because until you get proper owners, what can you do? Like, we'll just go back into the
Sure.
same problem.
Yeah, yeah,
Actually, I was thinking about this the other day as well. I believe, especially the English game, we need a complete and utter reform of the league,
Mm,
complete and utter reform of how we do it, complete reform of every single, including agents and
mhm.
wages and caps. We need to look into that. Like, I hate when the agents take advantage of clubs. So I think we need to put in measures to prevent agents taking advantage of
sure,
people,
yeah,
clubs. We need to take. We need to put caps, salary caps in a way that it matches your revenue, so you can never go out of administration. We need all of these things need to be in the game now because this is a modern game, and having a modern game that has no boundaries, no stops, no checks, and this is what happens that clubs go out of existence because we don't have nothing to stop them doing something stupid like spending too much
Yeah,
money. There's no accountability for these owners. I think we need to go to the German model, have a little bit of the. We need to make our own model where it's similar to the German
sure,
model where it's
sure.
50-1.
Yeah,
The the owners are responsible,
yeah,
and the salary cap and all of these. Now the fans actually know what's going around the club, and they are shareholders, so they on the shareholder meetings. The shareholding meetings must be accountable for everyone. That everyone knows it,
yeah,
so there can't be
yeah,
no like because that's what's the issues at the lowest level, not really the
yeah,
biggest. But for example, also there should be more loopholes closed because buying. Also, Man United bought a club. Out of that, I think you should not be allowed to buy any club using loans, debts. You should be only allowed to buy clubs using the assets. That's the only
mm,
way you should be allowed to, because that's another problem that in the low
yeah,
leagues
sure.
happen a lot, where teams get bought on using debts or loans or things like that.
yeah,
I think that needs to be completely stopped as well. So I think there's a lot of things that need to change in the game. I'm not sure if you UEFA will do it because it'd be unpopular for many of the owners, and FIFA will be very unpopular. But these kind of things need to be in the game to protect the game's future. And hopefully the UK government does it, and hopefully they don't just forget about it.
Yeah,
Because right now,
yeah,
the most scared I
yeah,
am is that people will
yeah,
just forget this
yeah,
happened, and we can have a Super League in a couple of years' time, anyways.
yeah.
What I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring talking Barca in. Obviously, what are your thoughts on the whole sort of fan forum and the situation that's going on at Arsenal?
yeah, man. Yeah, sure. Kronke's an absolute knobhead, isn't he? Like he's an absolute knobhead. Like even like Laporta, like Barcelona president, even though like he entered the Super League, like at least like he can't like he hasn't decided yet. Like it's the socios' decision to vote. if we won it under or not. So like it's not his decision, it's the socio. So like he's actually consulting the fans, but like the Premier League clubs and the owners, nobody consulted their friends in it. So I think there's a huge difference there.
No, 100%. Obviously, I'm going to go into one last question, and obviously I'm going to wrap this up. What do you think about the rumours that they say they want to form a British Super League? Obviously, that meaning Celtic and Rangers primarily coming into the Premier League. What are your? I'll go to now first. What's your opinion on this one?
We've had so many of these. Look, how long have Celtic and Rangers tried getting into the Premier League? Like years. They spent years. It's never worked because it's just not right. What we've just said about the European Super League, that's not right for Celtic and Rangers to do that to Scotland. Right? Keep the same energy. But I did see a very interesting idea. I don't know where I got it from. I saw it on Twitter though. What about creating a British Cup? Right. So instead of having the EFL Cup as it is now, but keep the EFL Cup, but invite the teams from Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland to join the Carabao Cup to appease these fans, because clearly Celtic and Rangers they want that bit of extra money. They want to be facing the likes of United, Arsenal, and all that. Create a cup. We don't need to create a Super League for Celtic and Rangers and everyone to. I mean, how are we even defining that? That's what the Premier League is. Like, we have a Super League. It's called the Premier League. Right? The greatest league in the world. Right? We don't need to be adding Celtic and Rangers into it. Make a cup. Convert the Carabao Cup into like the British Cup or something and just do that. I mean, no one cares about not even Plymouth Argyle care about the EFL Cup. So just create a British Cup.
Can I say one thing? It's not about the Super League anymore. It's about the fact that this guy literally came out and insulted us. He literally insulted us by saying we care more about cold nights in Stoke than Barcelona versus Arsenal. We want both. No one's saying we don't want to play in the Champions League. No one's saying we care more about the Premier League than the Champions League or the European Super League. It's you just showed how out of touch you are with us and the semantics and everything that you've said. It's ridiculous. And Sahal, I know you can hear me. Don't ever say I was never Kronke out. I was always Kronke out. It's just the fact that I backed Arteta. People assume, because you back a manager that you're backing the owner. No. Never been Kronke in. Never was. No one should be Kronke in. And anyone who thinks this guy has done enough for this club you just have an agenda. You just clearly have an agenda, or you're I don't know if you're an Arsenal fan, because I don't know how you can be an Arsenal fan and not say this guy's a bad owner. The media guys are supposed to be impartial. He literally said to the guy, you don't know nothing about football. You don't know nothing about Arsenal. You don't know nothing about football and culture. You should just leave. And he didn't even know what to say, if it was a statement or a question. And whoever that guy was,
Yeah.
big up to him. But guys, you already know what it is. This whole thing's got me pissed off. Before I go break my fast and start swearing, I'm gonna go. Have a good one.
No, thank you very much.
But
No, honestly, the whole thing is just. But obviously, I have covered everything. Obviously, what I'll do is the same question to both Talking Barca and Gunnar Sahal, and then obviously I'll wrap it all up because, I'm gonna have a nap before I go break my fast as well. So, Talking Barca, I'll go to you now. What do you think of this whole British Super League?
Nah, shouldn't be happening. I don't think it should be happening, to be fair. I have a question for you as well.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, who do you think like Sky are referring to when they say like one of the owners are going to sell? Like, do you think it's gonna be like Man U or Liverpool? Who do you think it is?
Glazers. Definitely Glazers. It is 100% Glazers. Like, I don't think it's Kronke yet. I think you lot need to cause a lot more problems to get Kronke out, which I believe you can. Right? I know a lot of Arsenal fans. I believe you can cause the problems. You just need to be consistent at causing the issues. But no, I think it's the Glazers sound about. I don't know about you, Sauls, but I definitely think because I've heard reports of Glazers like, we'll take 4 billion for United and we'll go. I think it's the Glazers potentially.
The truth is, obviously, I've heard them trying to look for a new sporting director, obviously, which they're going to have to do. I don't know, because obviously the problem is we've not really heard from the Glazers, so I don't know what their stance is. And obviously, listening to Josh today, but yeah, there's a lot more work to be done if we want these guys out. So yeah, no, I mean, obviously, what I'm going to do is wrap it up here. But thank you very much for everyone that has watched. Obviously, the two here do have their YouTube channels. Obviously, if you want to shout them out. Obviously, if you don't know, I am also on one of these channels consistently. So now I'll go ahead. I'll let you.
You're virtually a co-owner of it now, right? Let's not get it twisted. Yeah, you can find me. Let's Talk Premier League at 7 o'clock. We've got Refs View with me. You get to speak to me for about 45 minutes to an hour. You also get to come on and have your say if there's any decisions you're questioning. We've got an interesting bit about what PGMOL actually does with referees. So that's going to be an interesting one. And then tonight we've got late night Let's Talk, which is just a new show we're doing, a bit like sort of just like a late show, really, just for the people that don't sleep at normal times. We've got a really nice one. We've got a really nostalgic, is that the word I'm looking for? No. Nostalgic, that's the word I'm looking for. A very nostalgic topic tonight. It's your favourite moments within football. So like Leicester's Premier League title win, Forest winning the European Cup, Villa winning the Cup, Wigan winning the FA Cup. I'm just literally, it's light-hearted, it's fun. We've all been far too stressed over the last few days. So we're just going to do something that's a bit light-hearted, a bit fun, and just really good there. So check me out there. As you'll find, Sauls is pretty much on there most of the time with me as well. So big up to yourself as well.
100%. And obviously, Talking Bar. So where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Talking Barca. Like I've had Niall and Sus on my channel as well before. So big up to you. And I'm only 6 away for 150. So please subscribe. Like just only 6. Yeah.
No worries at all, man. And obviously, for everyone that is watching, obviously hit that subscribe button. I'm not far off the 130 mark. So if you can hit that subscribe button, if you are watching, it'll be obviously greatly appreciated. Obviously, this is myself. I'm going to be signing out. I'm going to have a nap. I'm not even going to lie. For people who are watching on replay, this is going to have the entire obviously transcript, me talking you through the entire fan forum. Check me out on Leicester Bay Footy, where the entire transcript has been tweeted out. So yeah, people, take care, enjoy your day, and obviously go over to the Let's Talk Premier League at 7 o'clock and support Niall on his Refs